All right, gentlemen, welcome back. Just finished up our draft. I was going to write something, but I was six teams through, and I was writing on my phone, and the thing conked out, and I hit select all, it copied and pasted, and I copied and pasted an email, and it was gone. Auto save fucked me, so whatever. I'm just gonna do a video now because I'm literally have like at least 1,000 words, and I don't feel like doing it again. So draft was good. Food was minky. I'm still picking my wedgie from that night. Real fucking hectic. I honestly don't want to do that again. I don't want to do the big board again. If anyone wants to step up next year and do it, be my fucking guest. I'm gonna start going through teams. I'm just gonna go through my phone and look at teams. I'm gonna start from the top of the list. I mean, me and Buck are on the top, but underneath us is Squirrel. I was going through Squirrel's team, and I love Eli. Always love Eli. Eli's going to be a top 10 guy this year, I think. Another year under the offense, West Coast offense. Got Odell Beckham a year older. Hopefully, Victor Cruz could come back and do what he did. I don't know if he is. He might not play week one, so we'll see. But Dez Bryant is going to be a stud. I'm going to watch him catch about 4 to 5 touchdowns playing the Giants this year, so fuck you, Dez, but nice pick with him in the first round. You took him late. I liked him. Me and Pete were going to take him, but we had Le'Veon Bell higher than Dez, so we took Le'Veon. Forte is good too. He's the prototypical PPR running back, catches passes like it's his job because it is his job to catch passes because Jay Cutler sucks and can't air it out, so he just dumps it off to Forte, and Forte will have just 5 or 6 catches every single game. But Forte is also getting older, 30 years old. 30 years old is usually the make or break year for a running back, so we'll see about that. Edelman, another guy, all he does is catch passes. He's not going to break 100 yards every week, but he's going to catch nine passes every week. So it was a good pick, Edelman. I like Edelman. Antonio Gates, terrible pick. He's out 4 weeks. You don't have a tight end. So, no, you have Dwayne Allen. Fuck Dwayne Allen. He sucks. Too many mouths to feed over there in Indy. And then Todd Gurley, he's a girl. Fuck him. Questionable already. I feel like he's going to be questionable his entire career. He's always going to have something wrong with him. I don't like him. He's my least favorite rookie running back there is. And Roddy White, another old wideout, but you know what? Roddy produces, and he continues to produce with Matty Ice throwing the ball. So, not a bad team, Squirrel, but you could have done better with some of your picks. Who do we got next? Oh, Gordo. Oh, boy. Coming into the draft, Gordo was saying, if kids don't know their pick, you get skip, all this shit. And Gordo comes out, and he just overdrafts all his fucking guys, starting with Nelson Aguilar. I don't know where he picked. Let me see where he picked him. Doesn't say, right? I don't know where he picked him, but Gordo is in love with this guy, Nelson Aguilar. I don't see it. The Eagles are gonna run the ball a ton. They're gonna run the ball. DeMarco Murray's easily getting 250 carries there, and he's only getting 70% of the carries. So I don't know about that pick. I mean, I think Jeremy Maclin was a better wide receiver than Nelson Aguilar last year, and Maclin wasn't even that good. So we'll see. Russell Wilson's gonna be stud. Always is. Gets a year older. Gets another year under the offense. But that's another run heavy offense. But he runs, and he's one of the few guys in the league who could get 2 5-point bonuses: the rushing yards and the passing yards. One of the few guys, if not the only guy in the league that I've ever seen. Jamal Charles, he's the man. Jamal, give it to Jamal. The Chiefs are always gonna give it to Jamal because he's the man. I think they might limit his carries a little bit this year with what they saw with Niall Davis at the end of last year. I think they might give Niall Davis a little bit more playing time to make sure Jamal's a little bit healthier towards the end of the year. But I still think Jamal's going to end up as a really, really good fantasy running back. Allen Robinson's your number 2. Hate Allen Robinson. Hate the Jaguars. Hate everything about them. Don't want anyone on their team. Black hole. Sam Bradford, your number 2 quarterback. Yeah, some people love him. Some people do. I hate him. He's always hurt. Always hurt. Could never stay healthy his entire career. Even in college, couldn't stay healthy. I'm not a big Bradford guy. I'm not really that high on the Eagles are on the Eagles that some people are. I mean, they're gonna have a good offense, I guess. I mean, Chip Kelly's a mastermind supposedly, but we'll see what they could do. I don't see too many of their guys being fantasy relevant because they have so many mouths to feed and they spread it around so much that it just might fuck them in the long run in fantasy with the fantasy outlook. And John Brown, I love that pick. A little too early, but I like him. I think he's going to be real good. If Michael Floyd is still injured in these next couple of weeks, John Brown's going to get the start next to Larry Fitz. John Brown's a deep threat. He's the home run hitter. They call him John the Burner Brown for a reason because he burns everyone. The little fucking shit that he is. On to the next one. Team Bifolco. Bifolgagi. Dom comes into this draft not never playing a fantasy football league in his life, and he had a fucking awesome draft. Dom, kudos to you, bro. You had a fucking great draft. Saw Drew Brees. Pete didn't want him. I don't know why. I was telling Pete, we gotta take him. We gotta take him. Pete wanted Big Ben. I didn't mind Big Ben. Whatever. Drew Brees, excellent pick. Love Drew Brees. Eddie Lacy, this guy, I'm telling you, he might end up as a number one overall running back. He has a good shot to do it because he's in Green Bay. And when you're in Green Bay, you score a ton of touchdowns no matter who you are. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw for 40 touchdowns. Eddie Lacy's going to rush for at least 12 touchdowns, I think, this year. He's the only guy there. They're not giving the ball to James Starks anymore. It's Eddie Lacy's job to lose, and he's not losing it because he's good. Emmanuel Sanders and Devontae Adams, two great running backs. I think I have Sanders as a wideout one. I also have Devontae Adams as a wideout two, but he could be a wide receiver one because he's replacing Jordy. You're replacing Jordy. He probably had like 1,300 yards and like 10 touchdowns last year. Devontae Adams is going to get somewhat. He's going to have at least 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he's going to be a nice wide receiver two. Could be a wide receiver one. The only knock I have on you is for drafting Martellus Bennett in, I think, the fourth or fifth round. That was the only bad pick. I mean, he's not bad. It's just that it was too early. You could have got so many other guys. You could have got another running back because you need a little bit more with your running back help. You only really have Eddie Lacy. You got Doug Martin in the starter lineup. I mean, is it Doug Martin's comeback year? Who knows? I thought it was going to be last year, but it wasn't. That offensive line sucks. They got a rookie quarterback now in Famous Jameis. We'll see if Famous Jameis could turn that offense around. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Doug Martin, but he does have a little bit of upside. And Kaepernick as your second quarterback, love that in your OP flex spot. Kaepernick is going to do whatever he can to win the game, and I think they're going to run the ball a fucking ton with him. They're going to run a fucking option. They're going to fucking sling it with him. Kaepernick's always been a good fantasy quarterback, a decent fantasy quarterback at that, a nice quarterback too. And a lot of teams are going to have quarterback twos this year, Dom being one of them. Kaepernick's a good quarterback too, in my opinion. Your bench is semi-weak, but I really think Vernon Davis is going to wind up starting over Martellus Bennett on your team. You took Vernon Davis so late. Everyone forgot all about Vernon Davis, but he's the guy to own right now as a wide receiver or tight end in San Francisco. He is that dude. And I didn't even know Leonard Hankerson is still playing football, but he is. He's in Atlanta, and he's the slot receiver there. He's replacing Harry Douglas. And that might actually be a real good pick because Roddy White always hurt. Julio Jones, he's been getting hurt. I like the pick, Dom. I thought it was bad in the beginning, but turned out to be good. And you got my handcuff. You got Gio Bernard. Gio Bernard is a nice receiving back. Love him a lot. Had him last year. I got pissed when he got hurt, and Jeremy Hill took the spot. That's why me and Pete took Jeremy Hill. So that's part one. I'm gonna have to break this up like maybe 3 parts. I don't know. Definitely two, but I'm gonna break it up. Let's see who we're starting with next. Oh baby, we got Patty Mac next. Fuck Patty Mac. Be right back, guys.